Champastu soup. Champastu soup.
Champastu soup.
Yeah, champastu soup.
You said berry seed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. Okay. It's not pepper. But the first pepper they got was like berries. They had to break it up.
That's the one. It describes what you're saying.
Blackberry too.
Mm-hmm.
What should we trust in there is doing town chop?
Yesterday I got.
Mike was here, we are here doing.
Was ya?
Um,
I got 10.
wait,
I'll
no.
pay a long time to that.
Do I?
No, no, long
Sunset
night.
71,
Do I?
24.
No, no, long night.
Oh, okay.
Kay Taylor.
Yeah. Secretary at Otago Shmichochi Julie.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was she doing?
Ghost Rider, I think. Wasn't that the Ghost Rider, but one's across from it.
Wasn't too cheap, all of it a quarter. Middle of it, 20,000.
$2.
Really?
$2 back, so make it win.
I can't do that. Sometimes 40 cents, I never went on, ever.
That he means you show up to which book the walkie you should.
yeah. Oh.
Told my dad I had a tooth pulled and I said I couldn't wear my false one.
when I got Martha R,
Hmm.
he will go to jail.
Oh,
Here, Mrs. Standing Bear,
Mhm.
he will. He does, it's not going to Martha. I those two get each other.
Hello.
Howie now.
Hmm.
Howie next.
Huh.
Ah. Masta.
Huh. Dina.
Ang banen. Tokti hinkna basa pa. Iachege and wabasi ekta.
Huh.
I bought some bought some oil for everybody. I just got back from Hayes.
Oh. Where's the sidekick Sherman?
Oh, Sherman?
Yeah.
Haven't seen him in a while. He usually comes and helps me, but I haven't really needed help lately.
Oh.
Just bingos. When we're doing bingos. Helps me set up, takes down,
Okay.
everything else.
Yeah.
Coach Tom Shaw. I teach him everything I know here.
Hmm.
You know. One day the domain he was teaching he stayed on that he had. He should be teaching that Magai Nakoti. It's not Nakoti,
Yeah.
Dabuhanda.
I'll see him tomorrow.
You just gotta hear the
I'll see
language
him.
you're walking. You have to hear me talk Indian all the time.
I see him.
I said, I'll talk Indian and then I'll explain it to you in English. So, she should walk out. You should you walk somewhere. Guys, Brownie, it's not keep
Oh,
son-in-law's name.
yeah, makes all that work out.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
这去我提前嘛，是下差不多。哎，你know，extra and MP，
Ah.
那群不是被我提群的群。哦。这群的有还是能给群，啊，一群。My dad was just talking to me here. And, kinda excuse me, I don't have my teeth on, but,
Yeah.
I had a tooth pulled today.
Oh, yeah.
But, he wants somebody to learn everything he's teaching right here.
Huh.
So that someday, you know, like we said, what we always told you guys, we don't know how long the Creator is gonna allow us to be here.
Huh.
So you learn all you can, and that in the future you pass those on.
Sure, you bet.
Yeah. So both of you.
Ja, she older double nation or walk. She old peer double zap the shop by you look and you look a week number. What else do you know, do it? What us to do it we're here. We chop cool because she should you look you eat down the cup. She chop nature or walk.
He's got a lot of material. He's got about 5-6 boxes at his house.
Huh.
So someday when he's called home, he said somebody could go get that. Everything that he's ever taught is in those boxes.
Can we start making copies now?
Yeah, I would put it in, there's, was it SUV?
Yeah.
I've got 4 of those that I did this whole lesson on. And all you have to do is put that in the computer and you get all of it. You'll hear me talking Indian in there. And you'll hear me say the English words as well. I did all that, so I have it at the house. And I'm afraid when I die, my kids, if they find it, you know, you'll never see it. You'll just either throw it away or put it someplace and, you know, not knowing what it is.
Yeah. So sometimes that maybe whenever you have the time and they have the time, they go to your house and you can, you know, like you said, they can take it off the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that make
Mhm.
that all right with you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, today I had a long day driving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did too.
You know, I gave a lot of people that kind of information, and most of the people I gave stuff to are not here. They've gone to California, they've gone to Indiana, they went all over different places. You know, and I told them, I said, I'm gonna quit doing that, I'm gonna just try to teach more people here, and try to teach somebody who can stay here. I asked for all of the stuff to stay here, they didn't leave it here. I even said, well, give it to the tribal council, so they could have all us lessons, and they didn't take it, you know. Tribal council said, oh, we don't have a cultural coordinator, I think they said, here at the office. So I said, oh.
So what did they do with it?
I didn't give it to them.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to them, but I didn't, because they said they had no culture officer there at the office, you know, tribal.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, then, when you do have one, I said, you let me know, so they can have all of the lessons. I made, you know, these little scripture like this, all of them. So there are a lot of them made, so that you can just go through it, just like a textbook. Teach them how to write it too at the same time. That's what I tried to do. Like here, I think one of these, I got,
Did you run this off for your dad? I don't know if the copy machine's not even there.
see, I told you that lesson one, I already got all these made
That's
out,
it.
so you could
Just,
write your lesson one
Remember
on
we
there.
said we was gonna do
That's what I did.
last 15 and 16.
15 and 16?
Yeah,
We're at 16.
yeah, well, 16, yeah,
Well, 16 only?
yeah. 15 and 16 or just 16?
16.
Oh, he said 16. I think I gave you 15. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start with 16, Mike, and then we'll go down to lesson 1.
Okay.
Starting all over again, so that,
Oh, okay, well. Extra you have a day.
yeah.
Then the tag was finished. Oh, he's got one here anyway. No. Okay, you're going to be on the last page.
Much?
Okay.
1, 2?
Yeah, yeah. 16.
Let me get one.
16.
Mike, while you're doing that, could I make copies of all of this too?
Yeah.
This is from lesson 1,
Sure.
and what it is written.
One of each?
Yeah, there's one, and each one has, you know, a part of it like that. See, before I had them on both sides,
Sure.
so I had a printer where I could print on both sides, but, you know,
Do you,
every one of those.
how much copies do?
Well, I usually get around about 5, so that I have enough to, you know.
I could do this at the IHS, because I'm going over there and it's quicker on that bigger.
Yeah, you could, well, whatever you want to do, because this is what I'm gonna give you to
Sure.
write on lesson
Sure.
1. So,
Just hold on to it?
yeah,
Okay. Because I could do it over there, it's quicker too, on a bigger copy machine.
yeah. Yeah, my copy machine, I could copy, you know,
Yeah.
just page for page, but I can't copy like at school, I could copy on both,
Sure.
but those are copies on both sides as it comes out. That's how I did that one. Is your camera on?
Just to make sure, check it.
Red light's on.
Yeah.
It's on
Let's-
already, I
Let's see if
think.
it's,
Great, turn it on.
it's,
I see your-
recording.
You know the old color.
Today's the 8th?
New spots have,
Yeah,
yeah.
8th? Today's 8 June 2016, instructors Harris Rock and Geraldine Rutherford. Is it gonna stay open? Yeah. Go for you.
Okay, we go on lesson number 16. It says a Cinnamon language lesson number 16. 16 is you say, age shop.
Okay, shock?
Age
shop.
shop.
Yep.
Not shop
Age
bay. Now,
shop.
a lot of, as teachers, I hear them say shop bay. That means a different word. That
Sure.
means a different thing. It's shop. And that's all you say.
Right.
It means 16. Age shop.
Gary.
No,
Vocabulary.
16, way in the back.
It's the last age.
Yeah. Oh, this might be different. Oh,
That one's different?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna make another one.
I don't know if I got.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, here's one. I got an extra
So we
one.
got extra one?
Yeah, I got an extra one. 16.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll buy it for Connie. He's got the right one though. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get us a fan if it's gonna be hot.
Maybe I have one of the old ones.
They don't have the AC in here, I guess.
Teacup. Is that how you say it? Hot inside? Teacup?
Mm-hmm. Teocot.
Teacup.
Teocot is hot in here.
This is the first one that I made
But then, Mashta.
way back when.
Nina. Nina is very.
Yeah, Nina Mashta.
Mhm. I got one. There are there. Well, he's got one here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's your new hot?
Okay. It's just like.
What's your new hot? I got one.
Yeah, any kind of copies, Uncle, just let me know and I can make a lot of copies at the
Yeah,
IHS.
I want copies, so, like I said, usually 5. When I was at school, I made 10.
Yeah.
Because I had 10 students.
Sure.
Yeah, so here I have, either you and Mike, but a lot of times other people come in, and want a copy, so. Okay, on the lesson vocabulary, again, okay. And here, ga,
Okay.
bag, ukshuna,
Unkshuna.
smile, ichengia,
Ichenshia.
It is.
Remember,
ha,
Ha.
laugh, icha,
Icha.
bag, wopiena,
Opian.
also, ko,
Ko.
bag, wokpa,
Wokpa.
bag, wo, what's that? Wohood,
Woshuha.
woshuha,
Woju.
woshuha.
Woshuha, yeah.
Very good. Dayach,
Uh-huh.
Dayach.
close, nataga,
Ataka.
search, one,
One.
crazy, pale, no,
Yok. No.
stand, nashi,
Naji.
lost, ayushta,
Ayushta.
hound, found, iea,
Yewa.
or iewaya here.
Yewaya.
Yewaya.
Iewaya is what it says. Born, two,
Two.
happy, eupia,
Yogi P.
UPP,
Yogi.
Yeah. Yogi.
able to,
Yeah. Yogi P.
ogihi,
Gizi.
and crazy would go.
And Gotko.
Yeah. Now, there's two different ways to say that. Peochnog and I guess it all depends on what you're talking about, right? Yeah.
There's 4 bags.
Yeah, that's it, there's 4 words per bag.
Yeah, there's bags, there's, 4 bags in here that's different, saying it different ways.
Mm-hmm. Like that too, depending on what you're talking about, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That old bag.
Okshuna. Yeah, that word, first word says bag, okshuna. That's those bags that, it's open, it has a drawstring on top.
Yeah,
So each bag means different shapes of the bag. Yeah, and that's what it means. It doesn't mean that it's just a bag. They're describing each bag. And the other one was
Wopiena. the bottom.
Wopiena. That's the one with you have the painted rawhide, look like a suitcase. That's what that one is.
Mhm.
And then Woshuha. Woshuha is a bigger bag where you take your clothes or like war bonnet. Sometimes they make war bonnet bags, round one, and you put your war bonnet, that's what it means. Or else they make something like a buckskin purse, like a purse, and that's where you put your clothes and whatever you have. That's what that means. Start with okay. There's a lot of words like okay. If you listen to Indians, I mean, I don't know about today, it's changed so much. But in the older days, you'll hear Indian people talk English and then they would say okay.
Come in. Go for it. How do we say go for it?
Ishtakodiyabichigacha.
Yeah. He wants to learn how to talk English.
You come in to have lessons with him.
Yeah.
Beeson,
Beeson?
yeah.
And that second word, it says, and here, it's ga.
Ga.
Yeah, ga.
Ga.
And also it means not only here, but it's pointing at something. When you point at something, you said ga, you said dabu what? And they'll say dabu, and they'll say ga, they're telling you that or there, that's what they're saying. I told about bag. Smile. Ichej ear, that smile. Ichej ear, that is describing that the mouth is curved. When you smile, your mouth is curved. Iche. It is. They say huh here. It's just like you would say yes, you say huh. It is. Like you would say, like I just said, you said what dabu, and they would say huh. It says it is, and you would say words after it is to describe what that person wants. Laugh, icha, and icha means means mouth. If you write down right underneath your word I, we pronounce all the letters I's like a long E, and all the E's like a long A. So when you see that, that's how you use it. It's a little bit different from what the English language that you learn. I or E is meaning the mouth, and then ha means the voice that comes out of that laugh. That's what I want to do. I want to make a dictionary, so just like a dictionary, I could dictate all of these words in Indian, because a lot of Indian people don't know what they're saying. I mean, they're talking in, but they're not really. Esther Bigby came over and saw her at the office. I saw her. So I told her in Indian, Ma ska, Yechu. I asked her, Ma ska Yechu, because those were lease days a long time ago.
Yeah.
We go after lease checks. So I told her, Ma ska Yechu, and she smiled. And other people, Indian people, after a lot of people understand Indian, and they all start laughing. And what I said, Ma ska Yechu, I told her they were laugh because what I said, and you interpreted English, and did you bother your iron? That's what I said, but that's what it says, Ma ska Yechu. And I meant that, did she come after your check? Okay, also, coal.
Coal.
I also remember one old lady also, we're like women, you say ho, it's about the same thing, saying, you say, like, oh, women, I hear women talk, which is being a female, they say a word like a female word, and almost the same as this ko, but they try to make it look like it's masculine word, also ko. Baglis said, very good, Dayach. Whenever you say Dayach, you also say okay. Yeah, it's like saying okay. Dayach. Close Nataga. There's a close Nataga and close, two words in English. Close means eduna.
Huh.
Yeah, eduna.
Yeah.
Close is a word. That means that you're close to somebody. You're close to the river, close to a car. And then this one says close. It's the sound of English word is a little different. This is close, so we have to say Nataga. I always wonder who made all these words up.
Yeah.
Linguistics. I taught a lot of linguistics when I first started this, and a lot of times they wanted an entirely different way of writing it, their idea of how to write this language. And I said, well, I like to do it like just the way we pronounce these words. And I said, if you have to, even if you have to say use the word O, well, why don't you use just H-O like you say in English? You say O, But they wanted to use all those little marks and little points and little dashes, and almost like Egyptian graffitis, that's what they wanted to do. Of course, I couldn't get over the top of them because they were professors and PhDs and all that kind of stuff, and they're supposed to know more about Indian culture than me. So that just kind of ended there. Search. A lot of my kids said, one, Mr. Rock, one. When I'm teaching them search, it's one. One. Like I said, this O, you could just write it O-H and ne. So you could say one. Otherwise, it's just like as kids, you could say
write it the
one.
way it sounds to you,
O-H like O, Oh, what happened, Okay, there's crazy. We got two crazies in here.
Yeah.
The first crazy is pe'ochnoga. That means your cranial area, what they call mantala, and that's the part that sticks out, the point of your head. When you're a baby, it's open. And as that baby grows older, that closes up. This is the reason why you got this kind of lump in here, and they call it impala, scientific. And when that's open, like still open, they call it pe'ochno. So, in other words, they're describing something. They said you're pe'ochno. It means that hole, while it's open, the baby can't say anything. It'll kick around and all that. But as soon as it closes up, it'll start to cry, it'll start to make moans, it'll start to make sounds as soon as that closes up. And that's what they try to describe here, and that's what peoktoga means. It doesn't mean crazy. It means that this head part of it, you're like that baby. You're not crazy, but you're like that baby. You still don't know anything. You're just a puppy. You know. Okay, Stan, Nashi.
No.
A lot of kids got mixed up with that, with Nasha. You know. What's her name? Fadine Fosgill. She came to me and she said, Harris, she's a teacher, you know, I was at the school, and she came to the high school. Harris, I got to want my kids to all stand up straight, but I wanted to say it in the Assiniboine. I said, well, just say to them, oh, Tadanash. And I said, just say, oh, Tadanash, and all the kids will stand up straight. So she did. But later I said, oh, Harris, I'm so proud of my kids. I told them, I said, what did you say to them? Oh, Tadanash. Dash means you're late, you know. And what she said is, pee straight. So did I say it wrong? I said, yes. You said dash, it's naj. Means stand, you know. What you said is pee straight. So they make mistakes. Lost, Ayushta. Ayushta.
I think it's just, you know, it's pretty much the way it's spelled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ayu.
Unless you
Like
guys
you
have
say,
other
ah,
ones.
A-H, and U, Y-O-U. You could put it like that so you could be able to pronounce it this way, say, Ayushta, Ayu, and then Shta.
Stum, yeah, are you stum? It's just the way, you know.
And this lost Ayu, actually, Ayu means something that you own, you know, you have this is an ah, and the way they say it here. And then it says Ayu, the you part of it is part meaning it belongs to something or someone. And then stam means that it's left somewhere, or it's just, whenever you see something laid out, it laid there for so long it gets faded and all that stam means. You know, what I got ishta sta abis. You got a black eye, stuff like picture, your eye is kind of blue, and that's stam. And it's so that's how they got this. So ayushta. It's like losing something. You lose your dignity, in other words, you say you lost it to somebody, that's what it means. But I sure wish I could write dictation like that so that they know, people don't know what they're talking about. I know when I was in college, I spent more time in a dictionary to learn what the English language meant, you know, because I could speak it, I could write it, everything, but I didn't know what it meant. It's like enthusiasm. Oh, I had a hard time pronouncing that. Enthusiasm. Have to say it over and over. Born, to. It's to, not to. To. You pronounce a U sound, O. So it's to. When you say tumbi, you mean that it's a birth. We say birth. But tumbi, B is plural. So that means there's being a birth of a child, or birth of a history, or birth of a nation. You say that, tumbi. Happy, Iogipi.
Yeah.
Iogipi. It's when that means when you're inside of your body, your heart, the way you feel. They're not saying that you're just happy and all that. It means that inside you really feel this happiness. That what actually yogipi means happiness. It doesn't mean really happy. But that's what they mean. They mean as part of it. Some people could be happy, but they won't show it. You know, they won't show their happiness, but inside they're happy. You win a lot of money, but you don't want your relatives to know and pay from you. So you're happy you got that, but you go around with me, you know. You don't want them to know about it. But in yoga, it means down in the body. This one here, the word. Able to. Ogihi. O means,
Just the way it sounds too.
O means person. Gihi. Whenever we chawa shi gihi ijiap, still we are. Odaya.
Huh, I heard of him.
Gihi, it means like being born, something being born again. Gihi. Woti jaga hando, tushu ekdebishe.
Huh,
Dit ja jata ekdebishe. En dakudoa en edekter. Jekihi etiapa.
oh, okay.
There's like in the Sundance, you'll see like a nis put up in the crutch.
With that-
Sometimes
with that
long time ago, they
horse,
even
yeah.
put rifles up there, the old timers on that Sundance pole. And that piece in there means kihi. It means that it's the little baby eagle that's being born again. Well, when I did Sundance, and I think I told you before, this girl came and talked to me because she didn't know anything about Indians. She was half-breed. She just crawled right into the Sundance. In those days, we all stripped down and our bodies are painted. So all these men were all laying there with just breechcloths on in this dance stage of Sundance. Here, this girl, I went to school with her. She's still living. I also wonder if she's remember. She come crawling in there. Harris, what is it like? You know. She told me. And I just took a good thing I had a blanket. I took that blanket to cover myself up. And I said, you're not supposed to be in here. I said, this is a men's place. There's a women's next place. No, really, what is it like? She said. And I could just smell, because I didn't drink or eat. I could just smell that hamburger. She must have had hamburger to eat. Oh, she made me just hungry. I couldn't dance. I got up and I was just like this, you know, after she left. So, old medicine boy, we talk about I wish you guys don't want to talk anymore. What he said to my grandfather, medicine boy, because I told him, I said, there's something wrong with me. I keep shaking, you know. Well, what she be cool, Wagish? I can't even dance, you know. And so he told me, he said, that woman that came and talked to you said she probably has her monthlies. And he said, you've been sanctified and you're holy. And she, that woman, what would they say? We call it, it's unclean. That all unclean stuff took the holiness. She took it with her. So that's why you're weak and you can't do it. So they had to change me. They went out, got cattail leaves, brought over a whole armful, and then where I was laying, they put it all like this, made me lay on there. And then on my paintings I had, they got water, they pray with water, and chokecherry bush that was on the hedge, they broke it off and dipped it in that water, and they hit me with that all over. It felt good. Just made sure I got some of that water. And then I told my grandfather, I said, I took a taste, you know. He said, that's right, it's holy water, he told me in it, so you're okay. So they did that, they rubbed all that paint off of me, and then they got eagle plumes, a lot of little eagle plumes they brought over, and they put it all over my body. I also remember they had circles, like on my shoulder, on my hair, circles, or my leg and down on my ankles. And then they put all these little eagle feathers all over me, even on my forehead, because I had a rainbow here, that split, or this, that they put on, and then they had these eagle plumes all over me. And then they smudged me and prayed for me. And my grandfather said, "You're gonna be okay when you get up. You know, as soon as you get up and dance, you'll be okay as soon as you dance, but you might see something," he told me. So I told him, I said, "Dago chinechene yuhoke chana," said, "Never taco shita, Wamni nagach gehibi she niche," he told me. That's where I heard that word again.
Yeah, okay.
He said, "You're just a little baby eagle. You could dance in this sun dance." And that's what he told me. So I got up and danced. And sure enough, I did. Got up and danced. And I was okay. I danced without shaking or anything. And all of a sudden, all those leaves that was around like this, all those leaves, water just came running down off those leaves. And I told my grandfather, and that my dad was in there too and all that. I told him after he got quit singing, I said, "Then Charles and the children, we need no smooth children walking." And I said, "It just those leaves, the wood part." I said, "Just then about rain came down on there." I said, "Did you see it? Did you?" I said, "It was raining on you too." I said, "Did you feel it?" Here they said, "No, nothing." They said, "You saw it, you felt it, but we didn't." But I saw all that in there. So that's what happened, you know. So in that Sundance we had, and the only reason they did that was I was going to go to Korea, and they didn't want me to come back in a coffin, you know. So they did that, all that. My mother did her arm, you know, and my dad did his on his chest. And they did it like 2 o'clock in the morning, because they were afraid of this government. Sometimes these Indian people, they squeal on you because they're, you know, supposed to be outlawed and all that. So they did it early in the morning, 2 o'clock. As soon as it got daybreak, they did that. That rope that they have, buckskin rope that
Yeah.
they have, they wet that. They had it wet, sitting in a bucket of water. Same with my mother. And then when they pierce them, our skin, there's 4 layers of our skin on our body. And I learned all this as a nurse. There's 4 layers. What the Indian did, which I think was very intelligent for the Indian, he knew where their first layer of skin is, and he takes that and puts that bone through it. I see them today. They took the whole skin, and now they got great big scars on it. My dad doesn't have no scar. My mother doesn't have any scar. All they got is just like this. I said, "I have a little scar here." And it was like that on each side of it. But that old man that did it, I can't think of his name. When I guess he started hockey this medicine robe.
Oh, okay.
Medicine robe. He did the piercing, and we got that like on my mother, my dad. I don't know how he did it with that bone. He lifted up and pierced it. The very little blood came out, all of that. So they danced. My mother, around about 9 o'clock, my mother broke. And then my dad didn't break till 10. Then he was up front. My mother was behind the hedge. But he was up front in there. And he just back up. But as it got warm, that rawhide, it was wet, it started to dry and started to shrink. And it was just pulling my dad like this. Because when I get up and dance, I see my dad dancing and backing up like this, and it was just pulling on him. How about you see that little movie, The Man Called Horse?
Yeah.
They lift him up in the air, and oh God, in that movie. Wow, they didn't do that to my dad, but it did happen, because when he pulled back, his whole skin was no, you Siam, 10 o'clock. So then they told me after that, whatever it was all over, those old timers, so Raymond Filler, my medicine boy, what's his name, Coming Day, all these were living there. They all got together, these old men, old timers, and then I just have to go there talking and tell them what I saw, what I did, what I heard, all this kind of stuff. I went there to, and they told me before I come back, come leave there, was my mother, my dad. They said, your son's gonna go to war, but he's not gonna spill his blood on foreign land. That's what they said, and I didn't. I never spilled my blood, you know, I never cut myself or anything while I was up there. I was shot at a lot of times, but I never was hit. But that's what they told me. And I think it worked because I had faith in it. And besides, they gave me 2 rules. One was that I couldn't drink white man's alcohol. No alcohol whatsoever. They said, none, but even if the doctor give you medicine, ask him if there's alcohol in it. Said, if he says that there is, said, don't take it. And then the other ones, I couldn't smoke. I couldn't smoke man's cigarette. But I could smoke the Indian tobacco with a pipe. I could smoke that. And then told me that those are the 2 things you want to do when you go over there. Because you would go to a place you don't know anything about, people you don't know and all that. And they might fool you and give you something to make you break this vow. Because, and then they made a necklace for me. Like this, all buckskin, that's what they read. And my mother made 2 little moccasins with this metal, as well as they made a big moccasins for me. 2 little moccasins, they were a bit like what I was wearing. And they put eagle plumes on each side where the tie string is. And then they put those together on this necklace. And they said, don't take that off until you come back. Boy, all these young guys that was in Second World War, like Andrew Gray, all these in Second World War. Harris said, when you go down a building, he said, they take everything away from your ring, your watch, and you're all standing there with no clothes on. What you gonna do? Those old timers said, don't take this off. What you gonna do? And so I guess I'd take it off. I was 18 years old then. I guess I have to take it off, I don't know. So, but when I went over there, sure enough it happened. You look near the ocean. And here after I went through these doctors, there's examiners, and each time I do this, it would swing out of, you know. None of those doctors didn't say, hey chief, what is that? None of them, it was just like they didn't even see it. That's the way it was. And I think I had that faith in what those old people said, that everything worked accordingly. So I went like that all the way through. I wore it. There's some pictures I have at home where you could see it sticking out of my neck, that necklace. And after I got back here, I got a job hauling pipes for that seismograph. They went down to Rugby, North Dakota. So I drove a truck all the way over there with them. And while I was over there, I went down to the motel. The boss came over, go there, let's go to the movies. He said, you want to come? I said, sure. So, and I don't know why I did that. When I was ready to go, I took it off. And I put it on a nightstand. And then I went to the movies, and we had lunch and everything while I was after the movie. Then we came back. When I came back, that necklace was missing on the stand. So I asked that man that was there, I said, anyone go in my room? I said, I miss the Indian necklace. He said, no, I'm the only one here. He said, I'm the only one that have the keys. Nobody was here. So it disappeared. You know, those are the things I saw as an Indian person. Later on, I became a white man, you know, and I did a lot of these white man things. You know how to dance, how to drink beer, and I was a white man, you know, cut my hair out, you know. So now I used to have long hair, you cut all out, I was a white man haircut, you know, geez, you know. Then all that happened to me. But that was after I came back, you know, because I didn't have any, what do you call that, Mike? Where you're shell shocked?
PTSD.
Yeah, you have a stress, you know, type of thing. We didn't have no one that took care of us. Like today, these soldiers could go to psychiatrists and, you know, analysis, whatever you call those guys. They could go to and tell what's wrong with them, tell them, you know, what they can do, can they give them medicine. We didn't have that as a Korean person. And I think that's what made me drink. Because I used to go to sleep and I could just see the battle. I could just see that kid that got shot, I just saw nothing but guts flying. These are the things I saw when I went to sleep. And I woke up screaming, yelling, and Bunty used to just shake me up and wake me up. Said, you're screaming, you're yelling again, you know. But I was like that. Oh, gee, it lasts a long time. But when I had a few beers, it felt so good.
You said you went to, where did you go to the MEPS at Butte?
What's that?
Butte?
Yeah,
When
I
you
went
went-
for my physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Butte. That's where we did our physical. 'Cause right after physical, they sent us right down to, what do you call that now? Fort Lewis.
Washington.
Yeah. We went to Fort Lewis, and one of they sort of assigned us to different camps. And I went to a place called Camp Roberts, and that's by the Louis Obispo in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Rather than desert, it was a great big army camp. Now it's just a desert.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, abandoned place. That's where I took my training. Wow, that was hot. I went all the way through that. One poor kid, I saw him. They told us we have to, every time we see officers here, we salute them. Salute officers. Here, this kid, we salute that officer. You know, he stopped him and, you know, reprimand this kid that just got in the army. We already know how to salute. He knows that, but he just didn't feel like he should salute this officer. He didn't salute. Here, this great big parade ground is there, where they have parades and give orders and stuff, ribbons to people, what they do, your achievement, whatever. He went to this big parade in the middle of the ground, and he took his cap off that had that bar on it, and he set it in the middle of that asphalt parade ground, and he made the kids stand there and salute, and the officer stood over his brother sheriff, sit there with his coat. The poor kid started, and close he got to what he
Corrective training, huh?
Boy, after that, he didn't do what he saw an officer, he doesn't. But those are things I went through because of this gehi, this word gehi. And you know, I was really surprised about things I learned from old people. And I told them, if Dagwachin wa Nagashwa, Nakota, they were Ozuya behind the Chanawa, you mime a children, Pa any Chago, Chagi Chobis, Dagwachin Jechu, Abitago said, Neki, Giablo, Ne Chawaka, and you will have chosen. J'ai awachi a zechin echo, zechin echo. Du kawashi the double hunter, you talk competent. All that Indian was wearing all this, well, tree limbs and leaves around his head to camouflage when he went to battle. That's what they said. And they made all the Indians believe that. When it's that crutch where they put on a little nis, that's that same thing Indians put around their head. Well, old timers here tell me that. They said they put that around your head when you go to battle. And not all Indians got that. You had to be a certain rank to get that, different things. Yeah. But those are things that I learned from old timers. And this is why I said, I wish I could teach somebody all these things so they could go on and tell this. I think I told you this, they called me, I couldn't say who else, they said, a little bird came over and landed on my tree. And they said, that little bird said, Harris, they said, over there, you're teaching and telling stories. I said, boy, that Harris Rock should tell bullshit stories. That's what they told me. And I said, well, I don't want to tell no more stories if they think it's a bullshit story. I said, they just making fun of my grandfather and all those old timers that talk to me about it. Because I used to ask them, Dawachen, we do that, Dawachen, why? I used to say, why do they use this, you know? I also ask, and they tell me. That's how I learned. But that's what they told me. I said, well, I said, forget it. I said, just drop it. I said, leave it here. I said, because I said, I'm not going to do anything about it or nothing like that. I said, whoever it is that said that is probably jealous because they can't talk Indian and they hear me talk Indian. Well, here at the tribal office, Selena and I all, you are what Dakota and Joe, Ruth Weasel, Ruth Lemire. Including one of those tribal councils. Hey, you guys are going to talk English so we can understand. They told us. Oh, Selena and Emma got mad. Stood up. You know how to talk your language. You got a beautiful. Walk out of that meeting.
He got balled out instead.
Okay, we was at board.
Yeah.
All right.
And happy and an ogihi. And last of all is that crazy. It says we go. When I first said that, one man was that was trying to learn how to say crazy. So I want to say my kids are crazy. I want to tell them instead of one, they're crazy. I said, oh, they're we go. Here he came back. He said, boy, I tell my kids they're with go. They don't know what I'm saying, but he said, I tell them, you're with go. You're with go. But how many go are they? With go.
Yeah.
I said, there's two with go. But with go means something. Dagono in Judge Nayas Wamani Behando, Zechakov. That means when you walk and you stagger, hit this and hit this. That's what it means, we go. It has nothing to do with the brains or, it has to do with your walking like type of thing. With Goya, Mani and that's what they're talking about. It doesn't really mean crazy because that what we call crazy, it's a entirely different word that they use for when they could describe it. Because crazy would be something like, say, insane, like being insane, or when you're drunk, there's a feeling in that walk and that speech and all that. Then you're part of this word crazy, but again, that's a different word. What did you talk about? Insane.
Enthusiasm.
Oh, enthusiasm.
Yeah, enthusiasm.
It says sick truck. Enthusiasm, sick truck. There's one longer say true with a Taha Saga and you are which I sabe you are going to mini and a you are you sabe hiccup pega gun which I use Abigail. Just there we go. Look at it. It's Yazan, Yamana Payazan, and now you have to come here. Here's he said people that were insane long time, Indians that were insane. He said they get a rawhide and they wet this rawhide. And he said they laid that insane person up and then lace him up. They lace him all the way up. And they leave his feet sticking out. And then they built a fire. And over this fire, they hold a person over that fire and move him back and forth like that. And he's sweating and all that and feel like his body's gonna burn. But if they know just about how much that liquid or that fluid that's in that skin is gonna dry up and burn his skin, they just know about how much that is, so they take it off. But they said that insanity that's in your brain, they said they take it out. Long time, that's what they say. No, so they told other people today, oh, you just make us get all cooked.
They're cooking each other.
Okay. Yeah, chamo.
They wanna shaknora ebiache.
Okay, Mike, I'm waiting for you to say those words.
Yeah.
Start this again.
Almanaxi. Okay, Shach. 16, right? Okay, Shach.
Agisha.
Okay. Okay, Dai Wachimnak. see you again. Ga, Oda, and here eat. Unkshuna, ne Unkshuna, this bag. Tano, bag I eat.
You said, "They should not maku."
Unkshuna
Give me
Maku.
that,
Oh, yeah,
give me
Maku.
that bag.
Yeah. Okay, smile. Ikeichia. Ikeichia.
Yeah.
Oh, the E, yeah.
Mhm.
Ikeichia. Ikeichia Tonga.
Hmm.
Small big. Ha. It is.
Yeah, huh.
Ha. Mashita. Taka mashita. Well, I would have to say taka.
Yeah.
See,
You say it is warm outside, that's what you're using that, huh, tagamashita, it is warm outside.
Akhe. Laugh.
Icha.
Ikha.
Yeah. Icha. Laugh.
Ikha washte.
Yeah.
It's good to
You
laugh.
washed it.
Let me see. Wopian.
Wopian. Yeah.
Wopian. Maku. Waji. Give me that one bag. Ko.
Ko,
Ko.
ko,
Ko.
yeah, just like you
Ko.
say coke,
Yeah.
it's ko.
Ko.
Yeah.
Ko. Also. Money. Walk. I'm an N today. All that. I'm trying to put words in there. Little sentences. Okay. Wakpe. Wakpa. Or wakpe. Bag.
Wokpa.
Wakpa.
Yeah.
Okay, another bag is Woshu Ha. Woshu Ha.
Woshuha.
Woshu Ha.
Woshuha.
Whoa.
Woshu Ha.
Whoa, shoot now. How can I tell you?
Then I put you up and just listening to me.
Must be hungry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dayach.
Dayach.
Dayach. Ambanen.
Yeah, because a dayach, like dayach wa chimnak.
Ah.
I see you okay.
Nataka.
Yeah.
Tioba Nataka.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Wash day.
Piochnoga. Crazy. I'm not sure. how
You
to-
said one. Did you say so?
One.
Oh, One.
Search.
Yeah, one.
One. One. Chinjabi. Ambanen. Search for that child. Children. One.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say to you, Mike, 'cause you have to learn how to say, you're talking English when you're talking Indian.
Sure.
See, because one, you know, when you say something about looking for something, or
Say the noun first.
yeah, you have to say, when she just say
Oh.
one,
Yeah.
that this little girl's looking. You know, then you could add say you might say chui kanga coat or wapaha or cap, you know,
Oh.
you add that to it.
Sure.
So,
No. Okay.
Peochnuk.
Piochnuk. Not too sure how to use that in a sentence.
No, she.
Naji, let me see. Wincha hinkna wea naji.
Hmm.
Oyushta.
Ayushta.
Ayushta. Yeah. Ayushta.
Yeah.
Wachpa. Oyushta. Lost that back.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see.
Yewaya.
Iyewaya. Found.
Yewaya.
Found. sure how to
Yeah,
use
you
that.
can put any kind of noun in there
Mhm.
that you know, that you're looking for. You know, napik pa iewaya, I
Mhm.
found my gloves.
Oh,
Or
okay.
mapaha iewaya, I found my hat.
Huh. Huh. Let me see. Two, born,
Tomb.
tomb,
Tool, yeah.
Yeah,
two,
tomb.
born. Yo gipi.
Yeah, yogi.
Ambanene yo gipi.
Hmm.
Okay. See, next one would be ogihi.
Ogi.
Ogihi.
Ogihi. Be able to. Mani ogi.
Okay.
Ogihi.
Mhm.
Unchaktion.
Yeah.
Unchaktion.
Man ogi.
Mani ogihi.
Yeah.
Ambanene. Okay. Unkotko. Walking is Uncha J. Unkotko.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when should I say a word?
Oh. Watch it.
That band is crazy.
Yeah.
You wanna try some?
Come on!
Here,
Wait,
I'll try it, I'll
Wait.
help you.
wait, no, I got one here.
Just start from, again. Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm, yep. Gah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Shuhana.
Ukshuna.
Uchina, yeah.
I can't.
Iche inchia, smile.
Ah,
Iche inchia. You can't say it.
ah, it is.
Yeah. Icha,
Ika,
laugh.
Opiana?
Wopien. Wopien. Yeah.
Ko,
Also.
Wakpa,
Mm-hmm.
Wokpa.
Wokpa.
I don't know.
And yeah, this other bag is Woshuha.
Oshuha,
Yeah, Woshuha.
Diak, Diak,
Dayach.
Diak. I can't get that.
Is that right? Dayach?
Dayach.
Yeah, Dayach.
Diak.
That X is always kind of nasal.
The Taga,
Not Taga.
Onai, One,
One.
One,
Yeah.
Pedoga,
Peochnuga.
no, Uga.
Peochnuga, yeah.
I can't get,
Yeah.
can't get.
Naji.
Naji,
Mhm.
Ayushka,
Ayushka, yeah.
uh,
Yewaya.
Yeroya,
Yeah,
Mhm.
brought some plates.
Tum,
Tum. Yogi.
Yogi,
Yeah.
Yogi,
Mm-hmm.
Ojihi,
Ogihi, able. And Wikotpo, you know how to say that.
Windkogo.
Wikotpo.
So now when you hear Jerry say, which goat you do what to say to you?
We see it, we say, I would see it.
Okay,
Really, give me a water. Okay, Mitch, your turn.
Please, again, please, God. Sooner, back, easy, let me see that, smart.
Ingegia.
Ah, it is, Iga,
Icha.
Iga, back,
Wopie.
Ukraine, Ukraine, back, Hook, also, Whoopah, back, Wuzo,
Ojuha.
Wuzucha, Daya, Nantega, Uneha,
One.
Une, Pio,
Peochnuga.
Easy,
Naji.
Naji.
Naji,
Aisha,
yeah.
Ie,
Yewaya.
Iewaya,
Mhm.
Tuk,
Yeah.
Yogu, Yogi,
Actually, next week, then we start from the,
Huh.
okay, huh? Next week, he said we'll
Okay,
start from the
so go ahead.
beginning.
And next week could be the
Yeah.
number one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make some
Yeah,
copies.
come in and how are you? Are you okay? I will shake your hand, sit down. Sit down here, sit down there. What are you doing? Are you well? Do you want coffee? Do you want tea? Eat? Do you want anything? Do you want bread? Do you have any money? Here? Who are you? Yes? No? I am fine. I'm getting along okay. I too will shake your hand. I am not getting along well. I'm getting along badly. Thank you. Yes, I want coffee. Yes, I want tea. Yes, I want a cigarette. Yes, I have money. Very easy when you speak English.
Yeah.
I don't want, give me. I have a White House. I live in a White House. I live in a big city. My father has a blue house. My mother lives in town. Go inside, come here, go outside, go ahead, do it, don't do it, is the last word. Yeah, those are the ones that, we'll start with that next time. Just come in, see who. Why are they?
Okay, huh? Ray,
It's your boss, God, you need jockey. Boss, God.
Tomorrow, right?
you forgot to write that gopher's name down.